Morning everyone, I am Shreya Upadhyay and today I bring you a special report on successful completion of our school's Red Cross Week celebration. The event was spread across 2 exciting and meaningful weeks, giving the students opportunity to learn, serve and spread awareness about the humanitarian values of Red Cross Week. The first week was dedicated to preparations. Students worked hard to plan activities, prepare materials and create presentations and organize resources needed for the events. Team collaborated to ensure that every activity would be informative, engaging and impactful. The second week was the performance week. Grade 9 students visited different sections and grades across the school to conduct a variety of activities centered on the theme of Red Cross and community service. The week began with an informative PowerPoint presentation introducing students to the history, principles and humanitarian work with live examples of the Red Cross. The presentation highlighted the importance of helping those in need and serving communities during emergencies and disasters. The students then conducted a series of exciting and educational activities. One of those highlights was quiz competition, where participants tested their knowledge about the Red Cross, first aid and disaster management. The quizzes about the Red Cross, first aid and disaster management encouraged learning while adding an element of fun and healthy competition. The drawing activities allowed students to express their creativity while reflecting on important social themes. Participants created artworks showing how communities can help one another during natural disasters and emergencies. Many students also prepared beautiful eco-friendly drawings promoting environmental awareness and responsibilities. Another engaging activity was the first aid information session. Students learned basic first aid. Another engaging activity was the first aid information session. Students learned basic first aid practices and discovered how quick and appropriate action can help save lives in emergency situations. This activity helped raise awareness about safety and preparedness. The picture observation session encouraged students to carefully analyze images related to disaster relief, community service and environmental conservation. Through the discussion and observation, students developed critical thinking skills and gained a deeper understanding of the importance of helping others. Adding color and creativity to the event, a team of 3 dedicated students took responsibility for art and craft and decorations. Their hard work transformed the activity areas with meaningful posters, display and Red Cross themed decorations, creating an inspiring and learning environment throughout the week. Now, let's directly hear from some of the students about their experiences and challenges. Hello all.
Hello, Shreya.
So for what today we are here?
You all are here today to share your experiences, thoughts that you all felt while conducting that Red Cross Week in our school. So, are we all ready?
Yes.
So here begin my first question. When you heard that Grade 9 will be conducting Red Cross Week, what was your initial reaction?
I was excited, but on the other hand, I was also nervous that how are we going to conduct the program and what problems will arise while conducting the program.
I was very curious. I was very excited but a bit nervous also before starting that preparation.
Excited and nervous also.
I felt curious and excited.
I felt curious and a bit nervous.
So why do you think the school chose Red Cross as the theme?
I think our school chose Red Cross as a theme because Red Cross is a widely known non-profitable organization which widely operates in Nepal and has a great influence in Nepal. So I think our school chose the topic about Red Cross.
How were the responsibilities divided among the students?
2 two of were responsible for assisting tasks and student based on their interest and participate.
Which team or the activity you were assigned into?
I was assigned for separate my classmate into their specific classes.
I was assigned for decoration to decorate all the schools, corridors and classrooms.
I was assigned for grade 7th and 8th, and my activities were quiz, presentation, and observations.
I was assigned for class 5 and 6.
I was assigned to create the presentation and guide class 9.
So, according to their answers, it clearly shows they divided the responsibility among themselves and worked according to the bases and the interests. So, here the next question goes. What preparation did your group make during the first week?
We separated our classmate into specific classes and make a presentation.
Researching the decoration ideas.
During the first week, I was assigned to make a presentation about Red Cross, which was too informative, and Saloni ma'am told me to change it and do it again.
How much time did you spend preparing for your activities?
You know, creating presentations is a very time consuming task, and even your presentation getting rejected, you feel a lot more anxious about your project. So yeah, took me around an entire week before the actual program was about to get started. It really took me around a week to sort all the things out.
It took me around 2 days.
It took me around 2 days to divide my classmate into their classes.
It took me around 2 and 3 days to prepare the quiz questions and drawing topics.
So, what new skills did you learn while preparing the presentation during the preparation weeks or during conducting that presentations and all?
I think the main skill I learned was patience.
I learned how to plan and manage all the activities.
I learned cooperation.
Responsibility.
Teamwork.
Importance of teamwork.
Did you need any research? If yes, what did you learn by that research?
Yes, a lot of research was required, and I learned about fundamentals of Red Cross and the influence of Red Cross around the globe.
How much time did you spend while preparing for your activity?
I spent almost 2-3 days.
I spent 2, 3 or 4 days.
It took me around 5 to 6 days preparing the activity. And moreover, while creating presentation, you have to be alert if there are any mistakes. That's why it took me a lot of time rechecking the presentation too.
It took me 2 days to divide my classmates into specific classes.
It took me for 5 days for decoration ideas.
It took me around 3 days to prepare quiz questions.
What new skills did you learn while preparing?
Cooperation.
I learned how to plan and manage all the activities.
I learned to be patient.
I learned the importance of teamwork.
I learned importance of teamwork, clear communication.
I learned accomplishment.
Did you need to do any kind of research? If yes, what did you learn from that research?
Yes, we need to do research for the quiz question, because in the activity there was quiz also, so we have to prepare the quiz questions. So that's why we need to do the research.
Yes, we need to research for observation game.
Yes, I had to do a lot of research regarding Red Cross, and I got to learn about the influence of Red Cross above the globe.
Yes, because without researching we cannot decorate, we cannot art and craft.
Yes, I did research about how to guide the smallest students and learn how to guide students.
How did your group work together to complete the preparations?
By showing respect to each other's ideas and with kindness.
First of all, we listened to everyone's ideas and their thoughts regarding Red Cross, and if they knew anything about Red Cross in the past. We analyzed all of that ideas and we successfully transformed into a 7-day presentation.
By giving our team each other clear communication, helping each other, doing teamwork.
Ma'am has given responsibility to me and Taiyaba to divide the students for each classes and section.
What was the most enjoyable part of working with your entire team?
In this preparation week, we came to know about others' thought, and we came to know about their ideas. And the most memorable part was to prepare the students according to their classes.
The most enjoyable part while working with my team was that I got to guide them and tell them how we present and how we manage the audience.
I I got to know them very deeply.
So, what do you think? What qualities are important when you all are working in a team?
First of all, unity is very much important.
Responsibilities.
I think teamwork is important.
Unity is important.
I think it could be clear communication.
According to me, it's knowledge.
What was the biggest challenge you faced during the preparations?
The biggest challenge was to convince our teacher, because they were not allowing us to take their period for those activities.
The biggest challenge, I think I have to go for my presentation rejection. I was really broken after Saloni ma'am rejected my project and I really didn't want to make a second presentation, but I had to make one.
Biggest challenge to me was nervousness.
I think the biggest challenge was managing our studies and convincing to the teachers.
My biggest challenge was convincing the teachers to download the presentation made by others.
Were there any moments when you felt nervous or unsure about?
Yeah, there was on the very first day at the beginning, but after I started my presentation to explain them, it was very enjoyable.
First day I felt very nervous, and the second day I was very enjoyable with the.
No, I don't really think that I was nervous because I also have a past experience of handling crowd and managing everyone, so I didn't feel nervous at all.
Before conducting the activities, I was nervous, but at the first day, it's alright.
According to the answers, it clearly says that the guys have faced a lot of challenges, but anyhow they did it, they faced it, and we have the results in front of our eyes today. So let's continue our questions. How did you manage your studies along with the projects?
Yeah, it was difficult to manage both, but somehow we did it by practicing and by giving our full attention to our studies.
I think by teamwork.
I divided equal time for studies and presentation. I only gave two hours to study and the rest of one to the presentation. On other usual days when there is not something like this, I just give 4 hours to study and rest I spend my time. But this time I just reduced 2 hours of study time.
According to my daily schedule, at the study time, I studied, but at the playing time, I practice about the presentation for few days because no pain, no gain.
It was too tough for me because study is also very important, and with searching with my friends, I got.
Which activity did you conducted and explained to other students?
I conducted on the very first day. We conducted the presentation made by others. We explained that, and quiz and observation. These all, and the students really enjoyed it a lot.
I conducted in the first day. I conducted about explaining Red Cross, and second day I conducted quiz questions, and third day observation game, and the last fourth day drawing.
It was just basic. First day presentation, second day quiz, and third day picture recognition, and at the fourth day we are drawing.
In the first day we did presentation showing, and second day we did quiz, and third day we did drawing, and last day we did prize distribution.
In 4-5 days, we made pictures and paste in our schools to decorate our school.
At first day, I describe about presentation made by others, and second day, I asked them question and quiz. I did quiz competition in the class by dividing the group A and group B. And third day, I held drawing observation. It is a memorable game. And fourth day, I held prize distribution.
How did younger students responded to your activities?
As I told you that I was assigned for grade 7 and 8, they were not too much young, but also they respond very nicely because they were well disciplined.
They showed very they shows they are very interested in these activities. So I really felt very good.
I was in grade 9, so there were no younger students.
They were very curious to know about Red Cross.
They are very happy.
Which activity was liked the most by the kids?
The quiz activity was like the most with the students liked the most the quiz activity because they were enjoying that a lot.
Picture observation.
I think I have to go for the quiz because there was competition between boys and girls and they take it very seriously.
I guess the students like drawing competition.
I think the craft thing they like the most.
I think they like quiz competition most.
So, as you tell that the student enjoys the quiz most, so how much marks you were giving them for one question?
For one question it was 10, but who the students who were like the group which was answering in just in 10 seconds, they were getting a bonus point with 10 points. So it is total about 20 points.
So, which team did win, boys or the girls?
Boys win the quiz competition and they were very happy.
Was it challenging for you to like handle them about the scores and anything else?
Yeah, it was little bit, but the students also helped me in counting their numbers and points.
So I think according to your answers, everything was fair enough. And as Taiyaba, you told that you did picture observation. So how did you manage it?
I manage two sections, boys and girls, and first one picture for boys and one picture for girls. And the most who tell fast, they were getting one.
So in your class, which team did won, boys or the girls?
Of course, girls.
So fair enough. It means Taiyaba even did the same. She goes for the picture observation and give the one points to the boys or the girls accordingly to the time they took. She gave the points according to that. So next, coming to others, what was the weirdest questions answer that you got from class 9 students?
I don't think there was any weird answers.
Let's come to Zishan, as even you told that you make the quiz activity to be done in your class. How did you find your quiz questions?
I took help of Adarsh and Taiyaba.
Nextly, let's come to Raj. You even make them to do the drawing activities. So how did you selected the positions? Like that was a drawing competition, I think you did. And according to that, I think you have selected first, second, and third. So was it hard for you to choose the best drawing and the worst drawing?
Yes, it was because I was gone in one grade and girls were making good drawing and boys were making bad drawings. So it was hard and easy enough.
So did you give them any kind of prize
Yes, I gave them stationaries.
as a prize?
Yes.
So let's come to next questions. Within any unexpected situations during the presentation or gifts, while distributing gifts or anything?
Yes, while explaining the presentation, there were a lot of questions from the grade 9 girls. Absolutely a lot. You know, I just finished one question and they start asking me another questions. It was really hard while answering those questions, and the questions were very hard asked by them, but I answered all of them.
So as you told that they were asking too much questions, how did you handle the questions that they asked you? And what type of questions were there? Like anything nonsense for troubling you, or it was something sensible questions?
Yes, the boys who didn't want to listen the presentation or they were getting bored, they asked me nonsense questions, but I just ignored them. And yeah, there were some sensible questions, like I don't remember, but I think Yasika asked a very great question. That was a very great question. It also took me time to answer that question.
So let's come to Raj. What message you were trying to give through the drawings?
I was trying to make them learn about Red Cross through the drawing.
Like what kind of drawing you selected for them to make?
I selected earth and some kids.
Next, let's come to our wise decoration team. What inspired your decorations?
Student motivation, subject specific themes inspired our decoration.
So, was it hard for you to prepare the decorations?
Yes, it is too hard to decorate, to craft all the Red Cross themes. It was too tough for us.
So, like specifically, we divided only three girls for the art and craft. So, did any rest student even helped you for the art and craft, like by making something as the
Yeah,
posters or anything else?
yeah, there are 3 4 girls helping in our group.
Okay. And how did you all manage that things like papers, scissors? Did you got it by yourself or it was provided by school?
By ourselves.
So what was the most funny response you got from the student, because you were assisted for a little bit lower grades and they may answer some like something in a silly way.
Yes. I my first question was who was the founder of Red Cross, and one of them boys stands and says Henry Duna. So it was funny.
So what was the scene like? Only boys were answering something bad or even the girls? So why do you all think that first aid knowledge is important for everyone?
I think it is important to know about first aid, because if their friends will need help, then they can help them nicely, because they will be taught. So that's why.
Because they can develop learning habits and kindness.
I think first aid is important because during some minor injuries, we don't have to visit the doctor every time. We can do it by yourself, and it also makes us responsible. That's why.
Accident is a such a thing that it comes suddenly. Everywhere there is not a hospital is not available, but if you knowledgeable about first aid, you can save the victim for a while, and then before going to the hospital.
So, what did a student learn from observing and discussing the pictures you selected for them?
Students learn how to think deeply, and students learn how to understand the real life situation in pictures.
During picture recognition, concentration is required, and without concentration, you cannot write down the images which I showed, and the questions. You cannot answer the questions which I am asking without concentration. You need to pay attention to the images, and I think that is required.
So, let's continue this picture observation task. So, Alfiya, can you tell me something that from where did you select the pictures? How were the reactions, the answers, and things?
I select the pictures from, like, yeah, we also study. So in my English book there was like little bit tricky type pictures. So I have selected from there, and by looking here and there I have selected the picture. And yeah, when they saw the picture, they were confused like what type of picture is this. And after that they took a look for a while, and then they came to understand the picture nicely.
What kind of questions you were asking from that pictures?
In the pictures there was like family type and trip type, so that's why I asked them yeah, because they can't answer because the picture was too much tricky. So that's why I asked them question about the how many people are there, and what type of picture I've shown, what type of that picture is.
So, do you guys even helped any of them in doing something? You helped. So how?
By understanding the pictures, what the given in the pictures, how to draw the pictures, how to craft, by this type of idea.
So was it tricky to paste that art and craft posters and the crafts you made? into the corridors and anything over the school, like corridors, staircases? Was it hard for you to paste, or was it challenging for you to paste it, or it was kindly good enough?
It was good enough because there is materials to paste that picture in stairs, corridors.
So, according to the answers, it says that they, according to the pictures and their answers, it clearly says that they did presentations, quizzes, drawings, observation challenges, first aid knowledges across the week, and from their sense of view, it was very good for them and they enjoyed a lot. So, let's move to the next question. What new information did you learn about Red Cross while preparing the presentation?
While preparing the presentation, I got to know about Red Cross. I got to know about the history of Red Cross, dive in the facts about Red Cross, and the fundamentals of Red Cross. Their influence in Nepal, where they started and where are they now, everything, the past, present, future of Red Cross.
So, as every of the class had a presentation, how many of the presentation you made,
I made 3 presentations.
and what were they like?
The first one was too informative, so ma'am rejected it. And the second one was for grade 5, 6, 7, 8, and I made one special for my class 9.
So, did you made the presentation yourself for the lower grade students from grade 1 to 5?
Yes, I made it myself.
And what was it like? Something like storytellings, or it was like a proper information about Red Cross?
It was mixed. First of all, the first 3 slides there was a story, and the middle 3 slides there was explanation about Red Cross, fundamentals of Red Cross and everything, and at the last 2 slides there were questions about Red Cross.
Okay, so next question. Which Red Cross value inspired you the most?
Value of knowledge, value of first aid.
Humanitarian.
Respecting each other and cooperating with each other.
Cooperation.
Independence.
Do you think students should learn first aid at young age? And if yes, why?
Yes, students should learn about first aid at young age because when they will know how to help each other, then they can help each other because they know about that earlier.
Yes, because they can help in emergency situation.
Yes, students should learn about first aid because I think first aid plays a vital role to make someone responsible, especially make a child responsible, because he will get to learn about basic medicines and basic doses about different kind of diseases. Even if you are like suffering from fever, you must know that paracetamol is required for fever.
Do you think students should learn first aid at a young age? And if yes, why they should learn?
Yes, they should learn because first aid helps a lot and in a small country.
How can young people contribute to society during the emergencies? Which moment from the Red Cross week you will remember the most?
The preparation week because while we were preparing, we enjoyed a lot and we had fun a lot.
Convincing to the teacher to give their periods.
The moment I will remember, there are a lot of moments, but I have to go the fight between boys and girls in class 9 while the quiz was going on.
Cooperation with my juniors.
What are you most proud of achieving during this project week?
I am most proud of achieving working as a team.
I am most proud of successfully completing my responsibilities.
I think the most proud moment, while preparing for everything, I got to get the knowledge about Red Cross, not even Red Cross, about non-profitable organizations and many more. Because while preparing, I got to do a lot of research and analyze everything and get knowledge about everything. I think that would be the most proud moment for me because knowledge is everything for me.
Can you please repeat the question?
What are you most proud of achieving during this project week? So let's come to a serious question. You all have done something in which some of them are winning. So did you all give something as a gifts or you refused them?
Yes, I gave them chocolates.
I refuse.
Yes, we distributed different types of prizes to everyone according to their level because some deserve it and some don't.
Uh, like what? Kind of?
Pardon?
Like what? Like you told that you distributed the gifts. What were the gifts that you distributed?
Stationaries, chocolates, and many more.
And I have a question to Alfiya.
Alfiya.
Yes, please.
You have distributed chocolate as a prize,
Yeah.
but there is not allowed wrappers in our school.
I opened it and I put it in a like container and then I have given them the chocolates.
But I have seen.
If you could organize this event again, what would you want to change?
If we could organize the event again, I would like to pay more focus on the seniors rather than juniors because I think we paid a lot of more attention on the juniors. We forgot about the three remaining classes 7, 8, 9. And I would particularly send 3 to 4 people in a class because 2 people are not enough to control 40 people. So I think we should add more people on the classes and convincing teachers too. They were very hesitating to give their period. That was very difficult for us to manage. I think that would be the main change if we organize the program again.
So, as we came to spreading the students, I would like to personally ask Taiyaba that how did you how did you divided the student among all the classes?
By their personalities and their interest.
So, was it difficult for you to spread the student among every classes, or it was fine, easy to you?
It was difficult.
Like, what were the challenges you faced while distributing the students?
New class was adding, so it was too confused.
Let's come as this talk should come to an end. I want to ask you guys a question. If you had to summarize the lesson of Red Cross Week in one sentence, what would it be?
It taught me how to think deeply and it also taught me about how to and it also
A mission of Red Cross was to tell about spread awareness.
Summarize the lesson of Red Cross. Hardships pay at the end.
So thank you for giving your precious time to me. It was fun talking to you all. And I kindly want to thank all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. As we conclude this special report on methods shines brightly through all the activities conducted in this week. Humanity, compassion, preparedness and services are the values that every one of us can practice every day. The Red Cross Week not only enhanced our knowledge but also inspired us to become responsible citizens who are ready to help each other when needed. This is Shreya Upadhyay reporting for Red Cross Week, Baisakh 2082. Thank you and have a wonderful day.